So we're gonna make Samosa Hash. What is Samosa Hash? It's the filling for samosas. Now, if you want to make the pastry and fry them, that's fine. If you want to try to cook them in an air fryer, I think they come out kind of tough and chewy. I don't like them. They need that fat. But the filling itself, I call it Samosa Hash. That's my oven. I call it Samosa Hash, and it's really delicious. You can use it as home fries. You can use it as a side dish. So let me show you how we make the Samosa Hash, because it's great. So I boiled potatoes, as the Brits like to say. I boiled them in the jackets, boiled them whole. These are waxy, kind of yellow Yukons, or what are they called? Little yellow fin potatoes. But a waxy potato is best. However, if you only have russets in the house, you can do it. And the nice thing is, after you've boiled them, the skin comes right off. But the potatoes stay nice and waxy. All right, let's get rid of these. Those are for later. And I'm going to just rough chop this potato. You can see it's cooked, but it's waxy in the middle. It's kind of sticky. If you peel them first, they get waterlogged. Can you do it? Sure. You can peel them first. Sure, why not? But you're going to have waterlogged potatoes. This way you're going to have nice, sticky, waxy potatoes. So this is about 2 pounds of potatoes. It's about 8 potatoes. The other thing we're going to add to this is a fair amount of ginger. Remember Martin Yan on PBS? Yan can cook and so can you? I learned this from him. Peeling ginger with a spoon, you waste a lot less ginger. When you use a peeler, you cut a lot of the ginger right off and you end up wasting it. So peel your ginger like so with the spoon, and you can get in all the nooks and crannies and get all that delicious gingerness without wasting a lot of your ginger. I'm just going to take this part off. I don't need all that. And I've got this little tool. This is a little paddle grater. You can use a microplane or the side of a cheese grater with the small holes. I'm going to grate the ginger right onto the potatoes, just like this. Okay? So Indian food is intrinsically healthy because of all the different Ayurvedic herbs and spices that are cooked right into it. And I love this. I love this dish. I serve this dish with fish in the restaurant. I serve it often when I'm doing lamb. And it's also great just with a vegetarian stew on the side. All right, look, potatoes and ginger. The last thing we need for this, well, not the last, but the other thing we need is garam masala. I make my own garam masala. What is garam masala? It's one of the many Indian spice blends. Now, there's lots of recipes for 7 ingredients, 10 ingredients, but mine I use 5 C's. Look down here, cameraman, John Luke Corrado. Coriander, cumin, cardamom, cinnamon, and clove. And the recipe is at rickorlando.com for the ratio. Make your own garam masala. It's delicious. You can add some pepper to it later. You can add bay leaves to it later. But those 5 spices ground up make this. So come on around here. We're going to start this up, okay? So I've got a nice large skillet here, so there's lots of coverage. And we're going to add, I'm going to use grapeseed oil. I want a nice neutral oil. You don't want to waste extra virgin olive oil. And in the recipe, it calls for a fair amount of oil. It calls for a 1/4 cup of oil because the potatoes are going to drink everything up. So to this, very simply, we're going to add about 1 cup of diced onions. Beautiful. And just going to get them in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our spices to the onion. So what are we going to add to this? Whole cumin seeds, not ground. If you have ground, just do it. I like the whole better. And I'm not toasting them because I'm going to saute them. And you like those, when you're eating it, you get those nice little bursts of cumin. We're going to add ground turmeric. Now, for all you turmeric freaks out there, and I know this is Radio Woodstock, remember something really important. Taking turmeric supplements means that your pee has lots of turmeric in it. The people who have eaten turmeric for centuries have it in food combined with fat, so the beautiful elements of the turmeric bind with the fat and you digest it, and you get much better utilization when you have it in food than if you just drink it in a pill form. So look, turmeric, onions, cumin. We're going to add a pinch of salt to this, generous amount, because they're potatoes after all. I'm using kosher salt. You can use sea salt. Get used to your salts. I use kosher salt for basic cooking. I use some of my sea salts and Himalayan for finishing because they all have different salty levels. And I'm so comfortable with kosher salt's flavor that I use it for my base stuff. All right, if you can smell this now, you would be as happy as I am right now. All right, so we have our onions and these spices. Now we're gonna add our garam masala, a nice amount, about 2 tablespoons. Stir it right in. Again, I'm blooming all the spices by cooking them in the onions, and that's what smells so great and releases all the oils and deliciousness. Now to this, we have our potatoes and ginger. Put it right in there. Now, we're gonna saute this for a while I see I'm coating all the potatoes with the spices, and then I'm gonna let them just kind of crust up in the pan. After this is cooked a bit, we're gonna add lemon juice. The lemon juice, there's your lemon. Ooh, not bad, huh? The lemon juice is gonna add what we like to call in the industry, the pop, a little acidity to this. And we're gonna squeeze our lemon right through this fun little strainer here. And we're gonna let it cook down in there. And so the potatoes have the acidity of the lemon, the onion, the spices. The other ingredient you could add to this is some chopped cilantro, but I would do that near the end. So let's put this on medium-low heat to crust up. And at the end, I will show you what they look like because I have some in the oven. Look at this. They're already getting really delicious. But you want to scrape up that good stuff. That's the crusties. That's the sugars being released from the potatoes. How good does that look already, huh? Look at that. Oh my God, it smells so good in here. All right, that we're gonna serve up. It got nice and crusty. I let it sit in the oven for about 10 minutes while we were talking. So look, Samosa potatoes. Here I come. You ready? Take some of that crusty off the top. Gonna put a little bit of this stuff on there. Gonna put a little bit of this stuff on there. And I'm gonna say, I am Rick Orlando and I am really lucky because I get to eat all this food.